All right, so today we're taking a deep dive into what makes the University of Melbourne.
Or UNIMELB, as the Aussies call it.
Yeah, exactly, UNIMELB.
Mm.
What makes it such a fantastic place to work. And we've got some great insights here from academicjobs.com.
Yeah?
And let me tell you, it's not just about
It's more than just
the location.
paycheck. Yeah.
Way more. We're talking amazing benefits, incredible growth opportunities,
Absolutely.
and a community that seriously feels like a family.
It's that feeling of, you belong, you're supported,
Yeah.
and there's this, I don't know, there's a real emphasis on fostering a culture where every single person can thrive.
I love that.
And they really do weave that into everything they do, from
Yeah.
professional development to family-friendly policies.
It's like they actually walk the walk.
They do, and that's what's so captivating about UNIMELB. It's not just, empty promises.
Right.
They're actually putting these values into practice, and it really does create this environment where you can really reach your full potential.
It's like that quote from Jared Canise, the CEO of academicjobs.com.
Oh, yeah.
He said that the University of Melbourne draws out your giddy childhood dreams whilst making you wise beyond your years.
I love that quote.
Find your best at the University of Melbourne. And it's so true.
It really is.
Okay, so we're talking about way more than just a paycheck here. But for someone who hasn't had the chance to experience UNIMELB firsthand,
Yeah.
paint us a picture.
Uh.
What's the vibe like on campus?
Okay, so imagine this. You're walking through this campus. It's steeped in history. It's the second oldest university in Australia.
Wow.
But it's buzzing with this energy. There's over 54,000 students and 10,000 staff from all over the world.
It's a global hub.
It is, and you've got these world-class facilities, libraries that seriously look like they're straight out of a movie.
I've seen pictures. They're amazing.
Right, and museums right there on your doorstep. So it's just this constant source of inspiration, this place where ideas are just, bouncing around and innovation's thriving.
Wow, it's like stepping into this hub of, global knowledge and cutting-edge research.
Absolutely.
But one thing that really stood out to me when I was looking at academicjobs.com
Yeah.
was their commitment to employee well-being.
Oh, for sure.
Like, they offer a 25% discount on graduate courses
Yes.
for employees and their families.
That's huge.
That's not just a perk. That's a serious investment in lifelong learning
Mhm.
for everyone.
And I think it speaks volumes about their commitment to creating a culture of growth.
Right.
It's not just about, the individual employee. It's about their entire family.
Yeah.
Imagine like the dinner table conversations when everyone's, pursuing their passions and learning new things.
I love that.
It just creates this ripple effect of intellectual curiosity.
And speaking of families,
Yes.
UNIMELB really goes above and beyond with their family-friendly policies, like on-site childcare.
Yes.
That's a game changer.
It is, especially, in a demanding academic environment. It just removes so much stress and makes it so much easier for parents to balance, work and family.
Yeah, it's like, you get it,
They do. They understand the needs of a modern workforce, and they're creating this environment that's truly supportive.
It's so refreshing.
It is. And when you feel supported, you can bring your best self to work.
Exactly.
And that benefits everyone.
And that brings us back to that find your best philosophy.
Right. It's not just about, feeling good. It's about actually having the opportunities to grow and develop.
To really become your best self.
Exactly. And UNIMELB seems to have professional development woven into their very DNA.
So tell me about that. What kind of programs and opportunities do they offer?
Well, they have a whole range of tailored training programs, everything from leadership development for senior executives to, specialized skills training for specific roles.
Very comprehensive.
It is, and they're always, updating and adding new programs to meet the evolving needs of their employees.
And what about for women in academia?
Oh, they have a fantastic program called the Academic Women in Leadership Program.
Yeah, I read about that.
It's specifically designed to empower and support women in their career advancement.
I think that's a really concrete example of their commitment to diversity and inclusion.
Absolutely, and it's not just, a one-off thing.
Right.
They've really embedded this commitment into their entire structure and culture.
And according to academicjobs.com, UNIMELB also has a dedicated Indigenous employment office.
Yes.
And a set of strategic priorities called Murmuk Juring
That's right.
to guide their relationship with Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples.
And it's really about, acknowledging the historical context and taking meaningful action to create a truly inclusive and equitable workplace.
It's not just lip service, it's about real change.
Exactly. And it's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to their commitment to diversity and inclusion.
So tell me more, what other initiatives are they involved in?
Well, they've got a really robust anti-racism action plan, and they've dedicated resources to promote respect and safety in the workplace.
It sounds like they're really fostering a culture of understanding and empathy.
They are, and it's not just about, avoiding conflict. It's
Right.
about having those tough conversations and learning from each other.
Yeah, and I can only imagine how much easier it is to collaborate and innovate when everyone feels truly valued and respected.
Absolutely. It creates this sense of trust and belonging that's essential for any successful organization.
And it's no wonder that UNIMEL consistently ranks among the top universities globally.
Right.
That kind of positive environment attracts top talent from all over the world.
For sure. And speaking of talent,
Yes.
academicjobs.com has really highlighted the incredible breadth of career opportunities available at UNIMELB.
Yeah, we've talked about research and teaching, but it goes way beyond that, right?
It does. I mean, think about librarians, museum curators, IT specialists, sustainability experts.
The list goes on.
It does. It's like a city within a city.
It really is.
Yeah.
And it sounds like they're not just filling positions.
Right.
They're curating a community of individuals who are driven to make a real impact.
Absolutely. And they're deeply engaged in tackling those big global challenges, from climate change to social justice.
That's inspiring.
It is. They're partnering with industry leaders, government agencies, community organizations
Wow.
to really translate their research into tangible solutions.
So it's not just about publishing papers.
Yeah.
It's about making a real difference in the world.
Exactly. And that's got to be incredibly motivating for their employees.
I bet it is.
Oh,
And,
so-
it aligns perfectly with that find your best philosophy.
Right. It's about finding a career that resonates with your values and allows you to contribute to something bigger than yourself.
Speaking of find your best,
Yes.
I've heard whispers about UNIMELB's campus being absolutely breathtaking.
Oh, it's not just whispers. It's true.
So is it just hype, or is it truly something special?
It's truly special. The campus is this incredible blend of historic architecture and lush green spaces.
Okay, now you've got my attention.
It creates this environment that's both inspiring and conducive to collaboration.
I can see that.
Imagine brainstorming with colleagues under a canopy of trees or attending a lecture in a building that's steeped in history.
Sounds idyllic.
It's a truly unique and stimulating setting.
Okay, you had me at canopy of trees.
Yeah.
I can practically feel the creative juices flowing already.
Gotta do.
But let's bring it back to our listener for a second.
Okay.
Why should they care about all of this?
Well, because it means that you're not just signing up for a job at UNIMELB, you're joining a community of passionate individuals who are dedicated to making a difference in the world.
It's a very different mindset.
It is, and you'll be surrounded by those world-class resources supported by a culture of growth and innovation.
Yeah.
And given the opportunity to contribute to something truly meaningful.
It sounds like a pretty incredible package.
It is.
But let's be real, finding the perfect job within a large institution like UNIMELB can feel pretty daunting.
It can be a bit overwhelming.
So how can our listener navigate this vast landscape of opportunities?
Well, that's where academicjobs.com comes in.
Of course.
They've created this platform that's specifically designed to connect talented individuals with their dream careers in academia.
I love that.
They've got all the latest listings, insider tips, resources to help you find that perfect fit within the UNIMELB ecosystem.
So whether you're a seasoned professor or a recent graduate,
Right.
eager to embark on your academic journey, academicjobs.com can be your guide.
Absolutely.
But before we all jump online,
Yeah.
let's wrap up our deep dive into UNIMELB with some final thoughts. What really stands out to you?
Well, we've uncovered a lot of impressive details about UNIMELB, their dedication to employee well-being, their commitment to diversity and inclusion, their focus on making a real-world impact, the sheer breadth of opportunities they offer.
Right, it's impressive.
It is, but what truly stands out is their underlying philosophy that find your best idea.
I love that.
It's more than just a catchy tagline,
Yeah.
It's a reflection of their belief in the power of individual potential and their commitment to creating an environment where everyone can truly thrive.
And that's what makes UNIMELB such a special place to work.
It really is.
So if you're looking for a career that's more than just a job,
Yeah.
a career that challenges you to grow, to learn, to contribute to something bigger than yourself, then I definitely encourage you to explore the opportunities at the University of Melbourne.
That's worth it.
And remember,
Yes.
academicjobs.com is your trusted partner in this journey.
Absolutely.
They've got everything you need to find that perfect fit within the UNIMELB community.
So head over to their website
Yeah.
and start exploring.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us on this deep dive into UNIMELB. We'll see you next time for another fascinating exploration of the world of academia.
Sounds good.
And remember, your next great career move could be just a click away on academicjobs.com.
They've even got a dedicated Safer Community program, to address things like harassment and discrimination.
It sounds like they're really taking a holistic approach to well-being.
They are. It's about creating an environment where everyone feels safe, respected, and supported.
And that makes such a difference.
It does. It allows people to focus on their work, on their passions.
Right, without that extra layer of stress or worry.
Exactly. And that ultimately benefits everyone.
It does. So we've talked a lot about, the positive culture and the commitment to diversity and inclusion. But let's shift gears a bit and talk about career opportunities.
Yeah.
What kind of jobs are we talking about here?
Well, academicjobs.com has this amazing breakdown of all the different career paths available at UNIMELB.
Oh, cool.
And it's not just your typical academic roles. There's a huge variety.
Like what?
Well, you've got everything from research positions to teaching roles to administrative positions.
Okay.
And then there's all those support roles that are essential to keeping the university running smoothly.
Yeah, like IT professionals, librarians, facilities management.
Exactly. You name it. They've got it.
So it's not just for professors and researchers.
No, not at all. There's something for everyone.
I love that. And it sounds like they're really committed to providing opportunities for growth and development within those roles.
Absolutely. They have this whole system set up for, professional development training programs, mentoring opportunities.
So you're not just stuck in one position forever.
No. You can really carve out a career path that aligns with your interests and your goals.
And that's something that's really important to me personally.
I think it's important to most people these days.
Yeah, you don't want to feel like you're just treading water.
Right. You want to feel like you're moving forward, you're learning, you're growing.
Exactly. And it sounds like UNIMELB really provides that kind of environment.
They do, and I think that's one of the reasons why they're so successful in attracting and retaining top talent.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
People want to work somewhere where they feel valued and supported.
And where they have the opportunity to make a real contribution.
So how can our listeners find out more about these career opportunities at UNIMELB?
Well, academicjobs.com is the perfect place to start.
Okay.
They have a dedicated section for UNIMELB jobs with all the latest listings.
So it's easy to navigate.
It is. You can search by department, by job type, by keyword.
Awesome. And they also have a ton of resources and tips for job seekers.
They do things like resume writing, interview skills, networking advice.
It's like a one-stop shop for all things career-related.
It is, and they're really passionate about helping people find their dream jobs in academia.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So whether you're a seasoned academic or you're just starting out in your career,
Yeah.
academicjobs.com is definitely worth checking out,
For sure.
especially if you're interested in working at UNIMELB.
Absolutely. It's the best resource for finding your next great opportunity in this amazing institution.
So let's wrap up this part of our deep dive with a quick recap of what makes UNIMELB such a great place to work.
Okay.
We've talked about the incredible culture, the commitment to diversity and inclusion, the focus on employee well-being, the breadth of career opportunities, the support for professional development.
And let's not forget that breathtaking campus.
Oh yeah, that's a huge bonus.
It is.
So it's clear that UNIMELB is more than just a workplace.
Right.
It's a community, a place where you can grow, learn, and make a real difference.
And that's something special.
It is. And I think it really speaks to that find your best philosophy that we keep coming back to.
Absolutely. UNIMELB is a place where you can truly find your best self and make your mark on the world.
Well said. And with that, let's take a quick break. And when we come back, we'll delve into some specific examples of how UNIMELB is living up to that find your best promise. It really does feel like they've cracked the code, creating a work environment that really nurtures both personal and professional growth.
Absolutely.
But before we wrap things up, I'm curious to hear more about what this find your best philosophy looks like in action.
Sure.
Are there any specific stories or examples that illustrate how UNIMELB helps its employees thrive?
Oh, there are countless stories, actually. Oh, wow.
I mean, you've got people doing groundbreaking research. You've got innovative teaching initiatives.
I bet.
UNIMELB employees are constantly pushing boundaries and making a real impact.
I love that.
For instance, there's this team that's working on developing sustainable solutions for urban farming,
Oh, wow.
right in the heart of Melbourne.
That's amazing.
Imagine like transforming cities into these vibrant ecosystems that produce fresh food and connect communities.
That's incredible.
It's really exciting stuff.
It's a perfect example of how UNIMELB is tackling those real-world problems with creativity and ingenuity.
Exactly.
But what about for those who might not be directly involved in research?
Yeah.
How does find your best translate for someone in, say, an administrative role?
Well, it's about recognizing that every role, every contribution is vital to the overall success of the university.
Right.
UNIMELB invests in professional development for all of its employees, regardless of their position.
That's fantastic. They have this culture of continuous learning, and they encourage everyone to explore their passions and develop new skills.
So even someone in a seemingly behind-the-scenes role could find opportunities to grow and make a meaningful contribution.
Absolutely.
It really does paint a picture of a workplace that values every individual and empowers them to reach their full potential.
Exactly. And that's what makes UNIMELB such an attractive destination for top talent from around the world.
It makes sense.
It's not just about the prestige of working at a world-renowned university. It's about the opportunity to be part of something truly special, to contribute to a community that's driven by a shared passion for knowledge and a commitment to making a positive impact.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling pretty inspired right now.
Me too.
UNIMELB has definitely raised the bar for what a fulfilling and impactful career can look like.
For sure.
So for our listeners who are ready to take that leap and explore the possibilities at the University of Melbourne, where should they start?
Head over to academicjobs.com.
Of course.
They've got all the latest job listings, insider tips, resources to guide you through the application process.
It's the perfect resource.
It is, whether you're looking for a faculty position, a research role, an administrative opportunity. Academicjobs.com is your one-stop shop for finding your dream career at UNIMELB.
Perfect. And don't forget, as Jared Canesse said, find your best at the University of Melbourne.
Love that quote.
It's a sentiment that truly captures the essence of what makes this university such a unique and rewarding place to work.
Couldn't agree more.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into UNIMELB. We'll see you next time for another fascinating exploration of the world of academia. And remember, your next great career move could be just a click away on academicjobs.com.